Hello there. I'm Larry Jackson, the creator of Overcoming American Ethnic and Racial Implicit Bias. This is a play, an online play, coming to you this fall and winter with the acronym LATHE, Laethe, which stands for Let's All End the Hate Everywhere. In the message you have received, there are a number of different links to important parts in our program. One of those is a link to our magazine, The Eye Opener. In the magazine, there is our mission statement, which has the underlying criteria of returning to a national moral compass. I mention this because we have a number of different posts in our Facebook page, I think about 80 or so, of different things that have happened in the last few years that have been unjust to minorities and others in our nation. And one of them that sticks out to me, there are a few others that stick out to me, but this one in particular involved two middle school groups visiting a museum. One of the groups was a group of students from a middle school that were multicultural, kids from a number of different racial and ethnic groups. And the other group of kids was from a school that was apparently predominantly Caucasian. All the kids in the group were Caucasian. The interesting thing was the second group were group of kids wearing MAGA T-shirts and the red MAGA hats, Make America Great Again. And as they came in contact with the other group of students from the multicultural group, the couple of kids in the Caucasian group said to this group of kids, our shirts are made of cotton. Thank you for picking it. And making this racist remark, of course, some would say kids will be kids, but that was highly inappropriate. And the worst of all was that the teacher with this group did not reprimand them or correct them for their behavior. Now, this is getting to a point of where we see this bad behavior coming from the White House, but now it's filtered down to our children. And this is something that we want to curtail and reverse. And this is what we achieve in our program, as you will see later as we continue on. So our program is designed to give all the participants hope to heal for a better world. And we're achieving that through our movie, Overcoming American Ethnic Implicit Bias, through a number of different incidents that deal with certain types of inappropriate behavior. And our program allows for a discussion based on several questions about different events in the movie. Our feature film has none of the bad elements in it, no bad language, no sexual exploitations, no heavy violence, and none of the worst attributes that you see in a lot of the movies today. This program takes safe actions. We're involved in viewing the movie, discussing the events in the movie, and coming up with workable solutions. Marching and getting angry is one thing, and marching over this anger is one thing, but coming to a discussion and working out workable solutions is another and a more practical solution. In the magazine, see page 17 to 19 for the synopsis of the play. And remember, this is a free play that comes to you via the internet, cell phone, or computer, and in your privacy of your home or in an auditorium setting in some of the schools across the nation. See also page 56 to 58 for President Obama's statements and Senator John McCain's statements. Also, you can see page 68 to 74 for my accomplishments and background. Next, you'll want to pay attention to post 30 to 39 on my Facebook page. This is just like getting out to vote. It's very important that we engage ourselves in this program to curtail all the negative violence that is going on today, from school shootings to targeting minority people on the street to shootings in venues like our churches and synagogues and the like. If we don't do something about this now, and this is a perfect venue to use to correct these things, to get our people on the right path to appropriate moral living, then who knows what's going to happen next. In the post, I believe it's 30 to 39, one of the important things to pay attention to is the James Blake post. This is on my Facebook page, and you'll see this. This is something that should not have happened. It did happen, and we need to work on solutions to stop these kinds of things from continuing to happen. Lastly, in this segment, you'll want to look at the link to our $1 million grants program that is going to the schools that participate in our program. Half of it goes to the school, and the other half goes to scholarships for needy and progressive, well-disciplined, hard-working students. So now we come to the most important part of our program, and that is the action part. It's easy to talk about these things and say, oh, what a shame, but it's more rewarding and more accomplishment-based to do something about what is going on today. And that we have in our program. The action is to go to the Facebook page or post 60, which is also an attachment in this message. And there is a petition. And this petition is different than most petitions because this is a petition requesting inclusion. That is as an audience member. There's also another part of the attachment which you fill out the information and push the send button, and it will automatically send that information of registration to our program. All the information you put in that registration is confidential. It's not to be used by anyone else but our program. It may be at your election to be used by our sponsors who are going to be providing to the participants up to $750 worth of free items and discount items from their inventories to reward those students and parents and grandparents who participate in our program to give workable solutions in the questionnaire. As I said before, it's extremely important. The petition of inclusion is post 60. The statement of intent is an attachment to this program. If you fill those things out and get them sent in, we will get you included in this program that is nationwide to approximately 20,000 schools. I should say probably 20,000 schools. I think it's 100,000 schools actually. And we will see what happens with our efforts to change this negative activity that is going on today, so that our streets are safe to walk, our schools are safe to attend, our churches are safe to worship in, and our venues of movies and the others are safe once again against this violence that is corrupting our society. So with that, I want to say that on a positive note, that we should be returning to a society that values safety, that values the rule of law and life as we once knew it. So thank you very much for listening. Have a wonderful day, and God bless you all for participating. And God bless America from Argentina, the lower tip, to Greenland, the upper tip. Lastly, there are four important things that I want you to know about our program. It is a 40-week program during the school year on Saturday evenings in our studio in Hollywood during the school year. It is going to be recorded live in front of an audience of between 5 and 10 schools initially in the Los Angeles area that will be invited to be part of the audience, all paid for by our audience fund. In the second year, we'll be inviting schools from areas like Chicago, Atlanta, Boston, parts of Florida, and other areas outside the California area. That'll happen in the second and third year. Lastly, 80% of the revenue that we raise from our sponsors goes to community programs and causes. You can see page 34 in our magazine for those lists. And finally, I'm Larry Jackson, the writer, director, and producer of our Moral Compass, Shades Connected Interactive, the play Overcoming American Ethnic and Racial Implicit Bias. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day, and we hope to see you joining our audience either in the studio or in the auditorium or in your home through the cell phone or computer of your choice. Thank you for listening, and have a wonderful day.